Thomas's milkshake muddle. Children are all invited to a special summer party. There was to be ice cream and cake for everyone. Choo-choo to James. Every engine wants to be the one who takes the children to the party. On the day of the party, the Topham Hatt came to the milk shed. Thomas thought he'll be taking the children, but the Topham Hatt chose Emily. He has other jobs for Thomas.
First you are supposed to
go to the dairy to collect milk to make the ice cream.
Then you must go to
Then
the
you must
farm
go to the farm on the other side of the island to collect butter for cakes.
All in time for the
children's party.
Thomas set
off proudly.
When Thomas arrived at the dairy, the manager told him he was to take the milk churns to the ice cream factory.
To the ice cream factory.
You have to go very slowly,
to go very slowly, he told Thomas.
So Thomas steamed carefully away.
And puffed away. When Thomas stopped at the signal,
he met Emily.
Hello,
slow coach.
Hello, slow coach. He whistled. I'm not being a slow coach. Thomas, I'm being reliable.
If you weren't a slow coach,
Emily
sniffed,
would have given you my job. I'm fast and I'm reliable.
That's why I'm taking the
children.
Emily looked very
pleased with himself.
This made
Thomas cross.
I
can be fast as you, he puffed.
I'll race you to the next
signal, Emily whistled, and she steamed quickly away.
Thomas wished as fast as his pistons would pump. As he raced along,
the milk jugs water and biff and bash.
And at the
next signal, Thomas raced ahead of Emily, and Emily went across. Thomas was very pleased. He steamed off to the ice cream factory, but he has forgotten about going slowly. The ice cream factory manager was very happy. Thomas had delivered the milk at the record time. Now the factory can make the ice cream for the party.
But when
the manager looked out one of the tubs, he was very surprised. This milk is almost butter, explained the manager.
The factory manager
asked Thomas if the chims had rattled around. Thomas looked worried. If you shake milk for longer, it turns to butter, he told Thomas. Thomas was very upset. The factory manager was cross. He must go back to the dairy and get more milk. And remember to go slowly this time, he said sternly. Thomas steamed back to the dairy with his tractor fast as he could. When Thomas arrived back at the dairy, Topham Hatt was there. He was very cross. Thomas, it's nearly time for the party, and you still have not collected the butter from the other side of the island. The children will have no cakes for the party. Thomas felt terrible. Thomas trembled slowly and carefully back to the ice cream factory. He didn't feel reliable. Choo-choo Somali, he has let everyone down. And he finally arrived at the milk. The manager told Thomas to take the old chilies back to the dairy. He warmed him up. Then suddenly Thomas had a better idea. Thomas steamed along with the milk chums even faster than he had before.
puffed up
He
Gordon's
puffed
Hill
up Gordon's and Coco and Thomas Hill.
and chuffed down to the valley.
And chuffed down to the valley. He raced like a rocket. He whooshed like the wind. The churns had Thomas and freight cars rattled and whooped. They clanked and clanked. And biff and bash. Even the cows and sheep looked up what the noise was. But Thomas couldn't stop until he got to the bakery. As he arrived, he blew his whistle long and hard. I need butter, not milk, cried the baker. He was surprised to see the milk chums look inside the tums to the Thomas. The baker couldn't believe his eyes. The almost butter was now butter. Enough to make all the cakes for the party. So Topham had heard what Thomas had done. He came to see him. Thomas thought Sir Topham Hatt would be cross. He was very worried. But Sir Topham Hatt smiled. But Thomas, you have saved the children's party, he boomed. So today, that makes you the most reliable engine on the whole of Sodor. And later, Thomas had his most important job yet. A guest to honor the children's party. There were lots of ice cream and plenty of cakes. Everyone had a wonderful time. The children cheered for Thomas. Thomas felt very proud.